Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz for my top 5. This is the number 4 current favourite ship. If there's one thing you'll notice about my favourite ships is that they have the historical camo because, well, yeah, if you become a favourite ship, or in my top 5 it seems, I splash out for your camo. Although that's not 100% true, as we'll find out later on. We have a camo candidate, I think, coming up. But anyway, this is definitely a historical camo ship, and it is the Warspite, the Tier 6 British battleship, the Warspite. And originally I had an atrocious win rate with the Warspite, something like 40%. That's improved dramatically. And here I am trying to wake up some destroyers and make sure some battleships stay on target, because basically, if you don't keep the capture zone, then this can be a very, very difficult map to play. And as you can see, I'm definitely trying to encourage people in the right direction. Yep. And at this point, something really, really doesn't look right, because I should not be capturing the zone in a Warspite. That is very, very, very odd. But it's happening, so I'm expecting that something here at play that I don't understand, and what it is the enemies have been moving in formation and I'm facing quite a crossfire. So this is not an encouraging start to the game. Right, we keep the turn up, but enough that we can get our turrets back on target and give that Koenig a bit of a pasting. I'm very lucky that that last salvo went straight over the top. Now, given the fact that our side seems to have stopped outside the circle and that the enemies definitely nudged their way inside, I don't really feel up to being the guinea pig. So we just express our displeasure. Not a very friendly thing to do, but anyway, and we're going to express more displeasure in a far more appropriate fashion on that Nuremberg. I'm not happy. Can you tell? So the Nuremberg definitely makes a move to escape. And all straighten up, please. Oh, don't keep the turn up. There you go, he's going to straighten up now. It's probably a little bit over the top. We get a couple of hits on him. The dispersion doesn't help. Okay, this is not very friendly, this New Mexico. We put some heels on, get ourselves back into the fight. But I've got to shake this guy off first. So first salvo, targeting the base of the turret. Whoops, mostly overshot. Well, rapid reload and try again. These frontal shots, if you can get them onto that front deck, they have excellent penetration. Right, he's getting broadsided. Out we go. And yes, that's what we want to see. Fortunately, the carrier's getting involved as well. They don't like this guy. My problem is that I'm moving further away from the useful part of the battle. But if I try and take him on, I'm not going to come off very well. We get some more hits on him. Right, now our health's relatively even, and he's being hit from both sides. I can't get too far out of the battle. That Nuremberg may make it back in. I don't know where he's off licking his wounds. That's him gone. Right. Okay then. So we are fighting the battle by taking out enemies, and they are fighting the battle by holding the cap. And generally holding the cap is the better way to go. Look at those torpedoes just bypassing that Koenig. We'll drop our 16-inch shells on them. No citadels, but a fairly good chunk of health off. That guy looks like he's reversing. I really am quite far out of the battle. But then again, it's the Warspite. Right, over the top. And how's that going to go? Oh, nothing wrong with that. This guy's, what's he doing? He's motionless? Well, he's starting to accelerate slowly. Well, an accelerating German battleship is not much of a moving target. Is not much of a. Here we go. Is yeah, a pretty easy target. Will he survive long enough? No. That's out of range. In fact, I think that's one of our ships anyway. Here we go. Final 17 seconds of the battle. I wish I had a rapid reload for this. Yeah. Okay, well that's a very unusual match to win, where the cap is held by the enemy for almost the entire game, and we're going to come out ahead anyway. Well, oops. Just in the final second, the carrier goes down, giving us the Nameless Hero Award. Yes, the Warspite is just basically good long-range gunnery. It's fantastic for nailing destroyers with HE, and if you're in a destroyer and you see a Warspite, and I've just fired a whole load of AP at you, you've got to know that I'm loading up HE. But that was a good old-fashioned brawl. Overextended at the start, but managed to pull it back in. 62,000 damage. Nameless hero. That's the Warspite for you. Just a good solid gunship. And that's why I like it. Number 4.